Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon. Here is the national news from VGI TV, Baba Bagede Ibom TV. I am Morire Rebila Lawa. First are the major headlines for the national news. Terror financing. Court stops Emefiele's arrest as group back CBN governor. High diesel cost fueling petrol price disparity. Scarcity marketers. Protest in Lagos as Nigerian policemen kill motorcyclists during enforcement of ban. Airstrikes kill soldiers. Villages over 70 injured in Zamfara. Bandit attack. Women disarms kidnappers, free three hostages in Plateau. And finally on sports. Athletics. Amushon is Africa's best, rated fifth in the world. Now the news in detail. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has reportedly stopped the Department of State Services from arresting the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, over allegations bordering on acts of financing terrorism, fraudulent activities, and economic crimes of national security dimension. The DSS had reportedly filed a suit on December 7, 2022, seeking to arrest the CBN governor. Justice J.T. Toho gave the ruling declining to grant the application for the governor's arrest on December 9, 2022. The suit with reference number FHC/Abuja/CS/2255/2022 had State Security Services as the applicant. Refusing to grant the DSS request, the judge said, in the light of the foregoing reasons, I decline to grant this application ex parte. If the application believes that the evidence available to it so far is sufficient, then it can as well arrest and detain the applicant, even without the order of the court. If, however, the applicant desires to still pursue this application, then it should place the respondent on notice considering the sensitive public office that he occupies. Moving on to the next story as regards fuel. Unless the price of automotive gas oil, diesel, is reduced, the current disparity in the price of premium motor spirit petrol and the scarcity may persist despite huge federal government subsidies on petrol. This is the position of the independent marketers under the aegis of the Natural Oil and Gas Suppliers Association of Nigeria, NOGASA, which said the high cost of diesel remains a major challenge in the distribution of petrol across the country. Speaking to journalists in Abuja yesterday, Nogasa National President Mr. Bennett Carrier urged the federal government to shift subsidies from petrol to diesel to reduce the operational cost of distributing petrol across the country. Carrier said independent marketers have also had to rely on loading from private depot owned by major marketers in order to get the product to sell at their filling stations. The Nogasa boss noted that the remaining competitive against stations owned by major marketers was a huge challenge for independents as government-owned depots were empty. It disclosed that it cost about 70 naira per litre to move petrol from the depot to filling stations in the northern part of the country. Moving on to the next story. Commercial motorcyclists in Lagos State have blocked the Ebute Igbogo Road in Ikorodu to protest against the killing of their colleague, identified as Stephen Alabi, by personnel of the Nigeria Police Force who were enforcing a ban. The policemen attached to the Shagamu Road Police Division, Lagos State Police Command, shot dead Alabi, aka Doctor, at Sabo Market in the Ikorodu area. Alabi and his colleagues were said to be at a park close to the Sabo Market when the policemen arrived to impound motorcycles from riders operating against the ban on motorcycles operations in the state. A motorcyclist, Olawale Olawo, while speaking with the Punch, said the policemen were attempting to seize a bike from his colleague when Alabi intervened, adding that one of the policemen shot him. And to the next story from Zamfara State. Military airstrikes aimed at neutralizing bandits had mistakenly killed 11 soldiers and 7 villagers, with 2 soldiers and over 70 villagers sustaining various degrees of injury in Malele and Matungi communities of Zamfara State. According to an eyewitness, Nuhu Densado, The bandits had on Saturday invaded Malele community of Densado Emirate in Maru local government area, with the youth in the village putting up resistance. The bandits later reinforced and attacked the village in the large numbers, leading to the villagers sending SOS messages to military operatives in Densado, who responded swiftly and engaged the outlaws in a shootout. The bandit reportedly ran to the nearby village of Motungi and sought cover in the market from where they exchanged fire with military operatives. Eyewitnesses who spoke to Daily Post claimed that most of the bandits were killed or injured. Densado, however, said the bandit collaborators had informed them that soldiers were coming after them, leading to the bandits setting up an ambush for the soldiers, which led to a protracted gun duel. About 67 villagers in the Matungi community sustained various degrees of injuries, with 7 of the injured dead on arrival at the Ahmed Yarima Bakura Specialist Hospital in Gusau, the state capital. And to the next story. A woman has disarmed some kidnappers and set free 3 captives in Plateau State. Lucy Tapnang Jeremiah, 29, who was abducted along 3 others, snatched an AK-47 rifle from one of the kidnappers, suffering a knife attack but managed to frustrate the kidnappers' plan. The courageous lady, a resident of Abuja, while traveling with 7 other passengers to Mangu Council area of Plateau State for a wedding and celebrate Christmas, when their vehicle was stopped by the kidnappers. Tapnan spoke yesterday at police headquarters in Jos. It was a horrific experience. The kidnappers selected 4 of us out of 7 passengers and led us into the forest and left the remaining 3 at the scene. And to the final story is coming from sports. Oluwatobiloba Amuson has been named the best women's athlete in Africa and 5th best in the globe by the World Athletics. Amuson shot to international prominence following her impressive performances at the 2022 World Athletic Championship in Oregon, United States of America. The 24-year-old claimed gold medal in the 100-meter hurdles and also set a new world record of 12.22 seconds. The Oregon State-born athlete also successfully defended her Diamond League title and won a gold medal in the 100 meters hurdles at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham City. Jamaica's track queen Shirley Ann Fraser Price occupied 1st position on the ranking table. Our compatriot Sherika Jackson is 2nd, with Yulima Rogers and Sydney McLaughlin in the 3rd and 4th positions respectively. That ends the national news from BGI TV this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Terror financing. Court stops Emefiele's arrest as groups back CBN governor. High diesel costs fueling petrol price disparity, scarcity, marketers cries out. And finally, Amuson is Africa's best, rated 5th in the world of athletics. For more updates on YouTube, our handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawige Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen for advert placements only. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good afternoon.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.